Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dare say. We're just waiting for Liam to log on. It shouldn't be too long. Uh, Here we are. Here's Liam. Oh, Liam's got his Eddie Hills snarly face up on his thumbnail. Pop, pop, bang.
How you going?
I'm all right. What are you on with?
Just at work.
I've heard you've passed your training badges for being amateur coach.
Yeah, that's right. Did it last Sunday.
I bet you're buzzing, aren't you?
I am. Just got to do my first aid on Thursday. Me and Chris are going, and that's it. Ready to go.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks to you as well. That.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's yours done course, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's true. But obviously, coming to your barbecue, met Chris and Matt, and everything went from there, didn't it?
But have you told Joe G you've passed?
Yeah, I did.
I bet he's buzzing in it for you.
I like to think so. I hope so. I've asked for his recommendations on pads as well, but he said I've got to go and try a few first. Said don't just jump in. Said it's like football boots, each to their own.
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, at least you've got your foot in the door, so well done, Liam. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Right, Tyson Fury, aka Luke Partridge. But I just call him Partridge. Partridge says he's retired, but yet next day he's at the boxing show and working the room, and they're all beating the drum about we're retired. But if you're retired, piss off. See
They,
where I'm
they
coming
never fully retire, do they? They never fully retire from sport. Wherever there's a bit of money floating about,
from?
you'll see them sniffing around.
Look, everybody knows behind the scenes they're wanting the lion's share. They're the problem why they can't make the fight. They're pulling their hair out, Turkey and Eddie Hills. Look, when all's said and done, it's overcooked now, isn't it? It's overcooked. If Fury wants to be world champion again, get in with Caballel. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
carry on 11.
Start and earn your shot at Usyk.
Fury's too long in tooth for likes of Cabiel. I think Cabiel would stop him.
Partridge and Big Meat shall ever fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably in about 2 years' time when they're both washed up and there's no money in pot and Saudis have given up on boxing. That's when they'll fight for the fans.
Yeah. Well, this is how I look at it, right? The fight between Partridge and Big Meech, aka Larry fucking Hoover, right? It's overcooked, right? If they get it in
Yep.
Saudi, they'll go to Saudi. If they get it in Nigeria, they'll get it in Nigeria. If it goes to Vegas, China, whatever, they'll go where the money is. But they'll beat the chest saying they're doing it for fans when they've got nowhere to go. Now, if they're having to fight in the UK at Wembley, that means the Saudi money's dried up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You see where I'm coming from? So that's how I look at it. And I think that's why Ben and Eubank are having to fight in UK. Because if they could get that Saudi lolly, they'd be over there, wouldn't they?
I don't think Turkey's interested in Ben
Don't you?
at all. No, I don't. He's not. He hasn't had a stoppage since he got busted. For starters, he's got an horrible personality, and he's not very watchable or engaging, is he? I don't think
The cock.
he is exactly. Yeah.
Absolute cock.
Uh, I mean, for the first time ever, for the first fight, I was rooting for Eubank, and I'll be doing the same again.
I will. I want to see him carried out on a stretcher, but get home to his mummy and daddy in one.
Yep, and his millions of pounds.
I want to see him iced. I want to see George Grove's job. I want to see Frotch Brian McGee. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Well, he
yeah,
can't
a good.
up and having to give him oxygen.
It
That's
might happen.
what I want to see.
It might happen. You never know. Or it could be in reverse. It could be that Eubank's a little bit too old, a little bit inactive, and it might go the other way. I hope not, but you never know, do you?
Yeah. What about Partridge though? What do you think? What do you think to his story now? Where's he going in with this retirement thing? He's like the boy who cried wolf, isn't he? Partridge.
Uh, I don't think anybody's bothered.
I don't
I,
think
I reckon.
he cares
I
myself. I
reckon you
don't
could
think
stick.
anybody
Go on,
cares
sorry.
hopefully in me, do you?
No, to be honest with you, I think you could probably stick him on a short, a small hall show in an 8 rounder, uh, and people still won't buy tickets. I don't think they're bothered anymore. He's been done, hasn't he? He's been done. He called himself the greatest of this generation, which he was for a while, but now he's not. He's been beat twice, convincingly twice. How old is he now? 36, pushing 37. He's massively out of shape. I don't care what anybody says, saying, oh, he looks in good shape. He doesn't. If you look at him properly, he's not in fighting shape, is he?
No.
Uh, and I think the start of all this was the Ngannou fight.
Yeah, the camp between the last pro fight and then and then that Agano debut exhibition thing, whatever it were. The camp between there when it got old. That's what I think, and I know you agree on that. But getting back to Fury, I think they're just looking to sell a loss and they want the money. I just think they're haggling for the money. Instead of if you retire, go on then. Well, stop going to shows. Just disappear.
Like
Stop
Tony
going
Bellew.
on. It's not about money and that. That's all it's ever been for them. I remember when he got off of Vladimir after he beat Chisora at first time. He waited years for Vladimir to get old, and there were good money on the
Yeah.
table then. Do you know what I mean? Very selective. His CV's got more holes in it than Biggie Smalls' Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, they all have though. All British heavyweights have.
I mean, look
Other
at
than Fabio
CV, him
lately.
and Joshua's CV, the pair of them should be absolutely embarrassing. Well, let's look at who they've beat. He's beat Old Man Cunningham and an Old Man Vlad Fury and two other Wilder, yeah?
Yeah.
Other ones beat Povetkin, Pulev, Vlad. That's three world champions. Ruiz a fat one, four. Who else? Parker, that was
Parker.
a stinkinator, and Charlie Martin. That's their CVs between the pair of them. It's absolute shite. The public, since Fury turned pro and Joshua, we've been absolutely led down a garden path by them. And they're not even active now. Fury's number one rank with Ring Magazine. How can that be? The man's nearly 11 months out at Ring. How can he still be ranked there? How
I ain't
can
got a
he be
clue.
ranked above
They make it up as they
Porky
go
or
along.
Kabayel?
KBL should be ranked number one. He should be one behind Usyk.
Do you know what I mean? It's embarrassing, isn't it? I mean, I look at this here, right? They've got a Jagba, number 10. Moses Atoma, number 9. Best win Dylan Whyte, who's shot to death. Martin Bacoli turned up at 22 and a half stone in his last fight. An out of shape fat man. They've got Zhang there approaching 43. He's only good for 3 rounds. Filip
Yeah.
Ergovic, a plank of wood. Then you've got John Coffey at number 5, right? Who's probably lost his hunger. Do you know what I mean? He's probably softening up a bit now.
Yep.
He's been knocked out a couple of times, hasn't he? Dubois. Then we've got Caballel, who they're all avoiding. Bricktop signing. Wardley's number 2 on merit. But what about Fury? How is he number 1? He's inactive, and when did he last have a win? He's just. Do you know what you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but the way I see that is with Ring Magazine, it's owned by Saudis, isn't it? It's owned by Turkey.
Yeah.
So are they just pumping that out because that's what fights they're going to try and make? You know what I mean? Then they
Well,
can say,
that's what
oh, we've got.
take Fury out of the rankings then. Take
Yeah.
him out. All right then. All right, here you are. Tyson Fury's last win in a professional ring was Ngannou on his debut, and he won by a split decision after getting dropped. Yeah, and that were over a 10 rounder. That were 2 year ago. 2 year ago today.
And,
two
and
year
they didn't win
ago
that, did they?
today. So he's not had a win for 2 years. And he's not got a fight line up. The wins before that were Derek Chisora 3 year ago and Dylan Whyte 3.5 year ago. Right, Dylan Whyte and Chisora are his last decent wins because you can't call them Garno win. I thought he got beat.
Yeah, he did get beat. Yeah,
Before that, you've got the two Wilder, Otto Walling, Tom Schwartz, Pianetta Serifo. Oh my God, he's had Chisora 3 times, hasn't he?
yeah,
It's always, oh, I'll come back, but I need a tune up. Give him another 15 million, let him have a tune up against the next sparring partner. That's all they're doing. That's all Joshua's done. Walling and Elenius were sparring partners for Joshua. Hundreds of rounds. Did they put Dave Allen in with Joshua? They've done hundreds of rounds, haven't they, sparring?
yeah. That could happen. That could happen at some point, you know.
Yeah, still, if Joshua gets beat in his
Yep.
next fight, him and Dave could be getting it on, couldn't they? You know.
State of boxing at minute, state of heavyweight boxing. Anyway, that's why I'm glad there's such as Fabio Wardley and Caballel flying flag for heavyweight boxing, putting on good shows, putting on good performances, and knocking people out.
Well, this heavyweight scene at the moment, it's all tough. I mean, what's happening with this Atoma? What's happening with him, Moses Atoma?
Well, how's he ranked number 9 in rankings, but his best winner is Dillian Whyte?
I don't know, but I look at these rankings here. F.A. Ajagba, not for me. Moses number 9. Well, if you're number 9, let's start you fighting people above you because they're the money fights. People, if they're going to turn around and say, "Well, I want 3 million to fight Atoma," and Bricktop's going mad. Well, look at the ranking your man's got. You've got to start paying people. You can't be WBO I highly ranked, and then number 9 with Ring Magazine, and then wanted to give people a couple $100,000. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Let's get Wardley in with Atoma.
Yeah, I'd be up for Wardley at home. I know Wardley won't bottle it. He's got some right bollocks. He'd be
Oh,
up
do you know
for
what?
Atoma,
Right,
eh?
he's a gunslinger, isn't he, Fabio? I had him to lose that fight, and he was losing, to be fair, but he's not scared to throw, is he? He just throws, and he's tough as old boots. Yeah, he's a breath of fresh air, I think, Wardley.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, where does Parker go now then? And Andy Lee, go to Andy Lee, the new Dark Lord. Another L for Andy Lee.
I think he will either rematch Bakole or Ergovic, probably.
There.
Where else is he? He can't. He can't box Usyk anymore. He won't box Fury because they mates. Wardley's just stood him on his head. Caballel beats him easily. Dubois won't go anywhere near him. I think it'll be Bakole or Ergovic.
Yeah.
Who else could he fight? Maybe the winner of Pulev for that world title. But nobody's going to see that. Nobody wants to see that, do they?
No, they don't really. Do you think Pulev and Gassiev will happen? I'm not so sure, me now.
If it does, I think Gassiev will stop him in about 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't rate. I've never rated Pulev. I've never rated him.
Yeah. Did you see that fight with Yui that Pulev had?
Yeah,
What do you think to it? Yui got cut,
he
didn't it?
shouldn't have got in the ring with that cut.
No, he
It
shouldn't.
only happened weeks before, didn't it? That cut.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't have happened.
Not good, is it? Uh, Derek Chisora, Dillian Whyte. What do you think to that one?
Pay-per-view, get your money out.
What do you think to that?
Do you know how we said recycling garbage? That's exactly what's happening. But pay-per-view, I mean, how's that pay-per-view?
Shocking, isn't it?
Dillian White's coming off a 1-round knockout to a 20-year-old. Derek Chisora's, what is he? Is he approaching 44? Is he something like that?
Dillian Whyte ranked 37 against Derek Chisora ranked 15.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
And they've already boxed twice with the same winner both times. I can't believe it, honestly. Yeah, if it had been on a normal subscription, I think it'd do quite well because it's on pay-per-view. I don't think
BBC
it
Two
will.
or something.
Yeah, BBC Two or Sky Sports, something like that. But pay-per-view, let's see what price is going to be. They're going to have to do it at like $9.99 or something, aren't they? They can't go 25, 26 quid.
Well, this is how I look at it, right? They fought 9 years ago. and then they fought the second fight 7 years ago. How have these got the balls to come with their hats out with the begging bowls, wanting more pay-per-view after Dylan Whyte? Basically, every time he's stepped up, he's folded, hasn't he?
Do you know what? You know Chisora? I think he's the richest journeyman ever.
Yeah,
Because he's a journeyman, isn't he? At the end of the day, don't you think?
yeah, oh yeah. That's all he is,
Well, what's
technically.
record? He's
Eh?
had 49 fights and he's won 36. He's had 49 fights, won 36.
Yeah,
Uh, and if you go through his record, but every time he stepped up,
yeah.
obviously Parker, Usyk, Dillian White, Cabell, who else? Who else is there? There's a few, isn't there?
Who's his
He's always
best
got beat
win?
at that top level.
Chisora's best win.
On paper, you'd probably have to say Takam, maybe.
Who left?
Yeah, possibly, but that were a home decision anyway. I don't think he won that fight.
Okay then. Takam's his best win. That's it. Derek Chisora. The end. That's his CV, innit? Dylan White, what's he famous for? He's a four-time doper in combat sports, K1, and then he had that issue at the beginning of his career when he was still a novice, and then the Rivers fight, and then before the Joshua fight that didn't happen. So he's a four-time doper, Dylan White. What's his best win? Parker.
Uh,
Lucas
yeah,
Brown.
probably it's probably Parker or maybe Povetkin the rematch, but it were
Rhino. He
ill,
beat
weren't it? We were
Rhino, didn't
Povetkin
he?
and old.
He beat
So
Rhino.
yeah, that's probably his best win. What do you reckon? Chisora, Parker, or Brown? One of them three.
Chisora, Parker, or Brown? Parker's his best
Well,
win. Dylan White's
yeah,
Parker.
yeah, I agree. I think
And that was some time ago, wasn't it? Dylan White and Parker.
that was 7 years ago, over
Then,
7 years ago.
well, there you go. So Dylan White technically has been hanging on for dear life since Fury beat him. That were
Yeah,
3 years, 6 months ago. So since Fury beat him, he's beat Franklin, Christian Aimer, and Teti, and that's it. That's
yeah.
his that's his roadman killer run. Do you know what I mean? In 3.5 years, that's what he's done. 3 wins and a loss in 3.5 years. He's not exactly Mr. Active, but then again, neither is Derek War Chisora. Do you know what I mean? Because since Usyk beat him, he's had 2 for 7 fights in 5 years. 7 fights in 5 years. He fights in a couple of months. So that'll be his eighth fight in 5 years, 2 months. So he's hardly Mr. Active, is he? Derek Warchizora.
The thing is, though, when they're getting paid what they're getting paid, like if you think of Chisora coming off that Usyk defeat, he had Parker twice, Pulev, Fury, Washington, but I'm not counting that as about Joe Joyce and Otto Walling. I bet he's made millions and millions off them fights.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, and same with Dillian White. From let's have a look who he's had: Lucas Brown, Parker, Chisora, Rivers, Wack, Povetkin, Fury. He'll have made millions off that.
Oh, Dylan White's a multi-millionaire. Dylan White, for he's manipulated the press just like the Furies, hasn't he?
Yeah, but you got to add in them four bands.
Go what?
You've got to include them four bands into his career as well.
Well, yeah, that's why he's not been active, innit? I mean, you don't get to the bottom on it with this lot, you see, because they can wrap themselves up in lawyers and make people sign things so they can't talk about it, and that's why boxing will always have that heavy Hollywood number attached to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I that's how I look at it, and I just think that it's a shame, really, but it is what it is. No movement on Rhino's next opponent. Who do you think?
Well, listening to interviews and stuff, they say it's going to be an 8 rounder. So I can't see it being. It'll probably be somebody in top 100, but I reckon it's going to be somebody who we've never heard of.
Dear.
Yeah, if listening to that Eddie Hearn interview the other day, he said he's got one last chance, so he's got to come back with a win, and then he's headlining Sheffield again, and this is the last roll at dice. So if he's got to come back with a win, it's going to have to be somebody uh, who's very, very beatable. I think it's going to be somebody we've never heard of before, or maybe dig somebody up.
Dear.
Who else could he fight that's a guaranteed win? Like in top 15, there isn't any, is there? It's going to have to be somebody who really far down rankings.
Well, he's asked Eddie to go if he could do an 8 rounder. Eddie's gone, no, you don't need that, because Dave wants to get a win on board because he can put his Senate mix for winner, Big Freeze, and that other kid can't because they're delayed now, aren't they? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but Fraser's already beat him.
Yeah, I understand that, but what if TKV beats Fraser? Dave could beat Mixway, win, couldn't he? He probably got a better chance against TKV than he has Fraser.
Yeah, possibly, but we'll find out. We'll find out what he's in sport for. Still, we'll find out if he's in for legacy, a British title, or if he gets offered somebody in that top 10 ranking, he'll get paid what he's been promised 7 figures, hasn't he?
I think he'll get that. I don't think they sell Sheffield out, and I think a lot of them people that went there went because of Atten effect. I do honestly, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Won't I know a lot of people were comped and that, but they did better than they have done in Sheffield for a bit. But I don't see Eddie rushing to go back there just yet, unless he's got Dalton Smith propping show up with Dave, and there's a world title belt on there. See where I'm coming from?
yeah.
Because Dalton Smith,
How,
Sheffield now, Dalton Smith.
you what, sorry?
Dalton Smith wins that belt in New Year. He's the key to Sheffield boxing, and he could probably put it back on map if he wins that belt.
Possibly, but I don't think Dalton Smith is known as what he should be.
Well, Kell Brook's coming back, isn't he? So Sheffield's in the dire straits at boxing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not bothered about that. I'm not bothered about Kelbrook comeback. It'll be Flex that. Flex will have twisted him up, telling him to you are boxing again. I'm skinned.
Yeah. Breaking news: Daniel Dubois' interview in Boxing News is out now. I'm ready to go. I'll take on Caballel. I'm ready for him. I'm ready to get back to the top. Strong words from John Coffey. What do you think? You think he's been eating too much cornbread?
I think Gabriel will stop him in. Probably stop him faster than what Usyk did.
There.
I do, yeah. I think Gabriel. We've been watching some of his old fights, and before the which fight was it that he had last out? Which Zhang we boxed last time out. Uh, he chopped him down like a tree, didn't he? Same with Makhmudov. I think he's only one in heavyweight who's a real threat to Usyk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, listen, John Coffey against Caballel. That if they go at it, that is a proper fight, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'd watch that as well.
You don't need a belt for fights like that, do you? That'd be a high-end boxing match, wouldn't it? That. Where's John Coffey after Usyk done him again, and Caballel in a real step up?
Yeah, be a good fight. I'd like to see a Coley in mix as well.
Are you disappointed with Joshua? Never seems to fucking pipe up about Caballel or the John Coffey rematch. Do you think that's how fragile Joshua is? Big meat,
Them fights will never happen.
hey?
Them fights will never ever happen. If he gets in the ring with them, that'll be his last ever fight.
Whose last ever fight?
Big Meech. If Big Meech gets back in with if Big Meech gets in with Dubois or gets in with Cabiel, that'll be his last ever fight.
Oh yeah, them guys. If he gets in with John Coffey again, or if he gets in with Caballel or Usyk, there will be no left for Fury. That's why they've got to take that Fury fight now.
Yeah, but nobody's bothered. I don't think. I don't think anybody's bothered anymore over that fight. I'd rather see Fury. I'd rather see Joshua in with. Uh, I don't know, Wardley, someone like that than Fury.
I mean, they've got Zhang at number 7 there. How long would Rhino last with Zhang?
It depends if Zhang could get him out in them first 3 or 4 rounds, because like you say, he's a 3 round man, isn't he?
Aaron's just texted me. He said, if Joshua was a real roadman, he'd have been chomping at the bit to right the wrong after the Dubois fight with the contract sign. Instead, he sat on the sidelines praying for a Fury payday so he can retire. That's probably true, that, isn't it, Aaron?
Yeah, it is. Look at Lennox. He righted all the wrongs, didn't he?
Well, he didn't give Vitally a rematch, did he?
No, but he got the win, didn't he? And would you want to give him a rematch after that? He was cut to ribbons, weren't he?
Brochky Groves won.
Yeah, that's true. But I think he was backed into a corner from a bad stoppage.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was that bad looking at it. 16 unanswered punches. Look at Parker Wardley threw 41 straight punches. Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was a bit early though, to be fair. But
What, the stoppage?
yeah, just going off how tough Parker is and how experienced he is. This is why I think standing counts are so important in boxing. I can't understand why they got rid of standing counts in pros, because that would have been a perfect opportunity for referee to give him a count and look at him properly and then decide then whether he's going to stop it or not. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I just think that that stoppage, I thought, look, if Parker's not throwing no back, he threw a couple of lame shots in that 41 punch period from when the onslaught started with Fabio. And you could hear Ben Davidson saying, empty the tank. So he obviously knew his fighter, didn't he? And that they want to save everything till end. I mean, we're midway through round 11, won't we? So he had to come out sooner or later. He were running out of minutes, one. He were behind in the fight. And Ben Davison, I thought, timed it absolutely perfect when he said empty the tank, and he did. He listened to his trainer, so you've got to tip your hat off. Just simple words like that. But it's about timing boxing in everything, matchmaking and in the fight. And I think they timed it perfect for him to go through the gears, because that's all he's got, fitness and power. He hasn't really got much else to his game. He's pretty basic, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree with all that. I think that Parker would have survived that onslaught.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. And we've got to bear in mind as well, when he boxed Dillian Whyte, he got put down. Well, he did get put down twice. Then in the last round, he dropped Dillian Whyte, didn't he? He had a little bit of a comeback late on. So, and they were ahead. That's the disappointing thing. You were 4 or 5 rounds ahead. He's never touched canvas. His knees never buckled or dipped. Really, I know he got stunned a couple of times, but to me, that was the World Championship before the World Championship. So he should have been benefited down, I think, or at least a standing count.
Yeah.
I do, yeah, I do. I mean, he's a tough kid, isn't he? He's never been sparked out, has he?
No. Okay.
And every time he's been put down, he's got back up again.
Yeah. All right. Last one then. BKB. If Fury crosses the road to BKB, would that be a knife in the establishment for boxing back?
It would be, but I think it'd also be a big mistake on Fury's part.
Well, would you pay to see Joshua Fury on BKB?
Yeah, I would, yeah. Would you?
Yeah. Imagine that with John Fury on undercard against Mickey Theo.
Oh, God. That'd be worth, that pay-per-view would be about £2, wouldn't it?
You'd think people would pay 40 quid for Fury in a bare-knuckle, wouldn't you, against somebody that can fight? Tom Aspinall and Tyson Fury with bandages on, letting it go in Tokyo.
Oh, there'd only be one winner though, wouldn't there?
Tom Aspinall are doing money with bandages on.
I think somewhat lighter. See, everybody that's gone to BKB who's an ex-pro, they've all been stopped, apart from De Gale, but that was a messy fight. And I think they can't get to grips with defence, if you know what I mean, with BKB.
Yeah.
They put the gloves up in boxing and it blocked it.
You've got punches. We're going to say you've got punches coming from all different angles, haven't you?
Yeah, in boxing, you can put your gloves up, make a nice tight guard, and then your opponent's gloves aren't going to squeak through as easy. With that, you put your hands up, you've got holes, gaps everywhere that you can still be hit. and they don't seem to realise that, do they? And that's when they end up getting chinned. Frankie Gavin and Jamie Cox, they went exactly the same way.
Yeah, they did. Okie dokie. Well, listen, thanks for coming on, Liam.
Yeah, no problem.
Hope you're well, and we'll catch up later. Okay.
Yeah. All right, pal. No worries.
Cheers, mate. Thank
See
you.
you later.
Right. That was Liam from Rotherham. Women love him. Men want to be trained by him at boxing. He's a trainer now. He's in the mix like Terry and whatnot. So, okie dokie. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Max, I've heard you've been a naughty boy, Max. Pop, pop, bang.